Man, I was supposed to make a video on my journey of steam retention to day 30. But fuck, I relapsed on day 27. But I'm still going to give you guys my insights of the good and the bad of everything that happened on this journey. So, the good was great. I feel like I was receiving a lot of blessings from the Most High just from me, respecting my life force. As soon as I started the journey, blessings were just honestly coming so easy. So easy. Like I was talking to one of my friends, I'm like, man, for this YouTube thing, for it to work, I think I'm gonna need a Apple computer because trying to transfer videos from an iPhone to a computer that's not Apple is difficult. I got to do so many programs to transfer here, to transfer there. So then the next week at my job, they had a little Christmas party thing. I got an Apple laptop from my boss. I mean, honestly, I feel like I manifested that into my life. But, I was on this journey, so, I was doing something right. So it just didn't make sense, like how I said I needed that, and the exact thing that I needed, I got the next week later. It seemed like I was starting to get a lot more raises and stuff at my job. People were literally just watching me almost get handed stuff like more money, more opportunities to do things, people coming into my life to help me out, all right in front of them. They're all wondering like, damn, like, you lucky. I'm like, I guess so, but it's not luck. I'm doing the Most High's work. Save your seed. Quit busting every time. So the first week, I feel like I just had more energy. I wasn't always tired. Because, when you nut, you always feel tired. You want to go to sleep, right after you bust. Because that's your energy. So when you bust it, you're completely drained. You're depleted. So week one, I just had more energy. I was more focused. My mind wasn't as cluttered with things and ideas. I was able to just take in the messages as I was receiving them and, apply them a little bit. Week two, and this when shit really starts to get real. So your confidence at this point is when it starts to just build up like crazy. At this time, for me, I feel like I could talk to anybody and everyone without giving a fuck. I could go up and talk to my boss, ask him for a promotion if I wanted to, and not even be worried about getting rejected. I could go talk to any woman I seen attractive at the gym, at the store, and I'd be scared of her saying no to me. I just had that confidence, like I was the shit, and I know I'm the shit. It's kind of arrogant. But since I had all that confidence building up inside of me, I just felt great. But at this point in time, the urges for me to want to go out and have sex and watch porn was real. And keep in mind, I haven't watched porn in forever. But the urges at this point were just real. So at this point, for you to get rid of these urges, you have to either take a cold shower, meditate, exercise, or focus on your purpose. Because by you doing these things, so when your mind is full of sexual things and things you want to happen, you have to sexually transmute that energy. Because sexual energy is energy. So and then when you have these thoughts of wanting to go have sex, wanting to go do some nasty stuff, you have to transmute that and put it towards working out. Because when you work out, you're just going to feel strong because the energy you already have to want to hit the gym, plus energy you're transmuting from your sexual energy, it's just boosting your energy like crazy and it just makes you strong. You can do an extra set. You can go do an extra rep or two. You're just going to feel strong. When you take cold showers to help you with the urges, it helps because it keeps you in the moment. It keeps you from being in your head so much, but, just living and experience what you're living now because you're forced to take in deeper breaths because it's cold. And not only is it keeping you in the moment, but it's also sending the semen back into your body, because when your testicles shrink from the coldness, it's sending all that semen back into your body. Meditate. So throughout the day, you're going to have these urges to want to just think about women, think about ass, think about boobs. But, you can't. So when you meditate, you just clearing your mind out of all of those things and, keeping yourself just, like, sane. Focus on your purpose. Now, when you transmute this energy to put it towards your purpose, you feel like you already know all the answers because you know what it is you want to do. So now you just go out and go do it because you have all this built up energy that you're transmuting and putting towards your purpose. You just go out and do it. You're not worried about tomorrow. You're just worried about now. And what you're doing now, how it's going to affect yourself later on in the day. Because you're not worried about anything else going on in your life. Week 3. Now this one, the women attraction, I felt really started to come in hard. I would walk into the gym and I would just see people's heads just turn at me just because they could just feel my presence. Especially the women, because feminine women want a masculine man. So when you're holding on to your semen, that is sending hella testosterone into your body. And testosterone radiates off of you. That's how even us as men, you could tell somebody who's a beta bitch, who's weak, getting bitched around by women, versus somebody, who has their shit together, that they're a real man. So, when I walk in, even men, they'll turn to acknowledge me because they can just feel my presence. They feel me just walking into the building so that I walk in like I own it, because naturally I feel like I do own it. And you just got to have that mindset. And once you retain, you are going to have that mindset. You just own it. You're going to start to notice the small things about women. I'm not talking about their asses or the boobs if they have small boobs. Yeah, sometimes they're small, but that's not what I mean. You're not going to be so focused on ass and boobs, but you're going to be focused on, how does their smile look? How does their hair look? Their eyes. If they have nice teeth or if they have nice hair, it's going to just attract you to them. You're going to be attracted to that kind of stuff. Bro, believe it or not, even with older women too. In my journey of this, I call myself, not I'm not talking about staring at old women, but, just appreciating, the nice smile they have, or, their eyes, if they have nice eye color, or even their hair if it's done. I just call myself just appreciating that. Their nails done. I stopped paying attention to all the things, guys think that should matter on a woman, but just really starts to notice stuff. Also on week 3, I started to pay attention to nature. Like everything just felt like it was vibrant and just full of color. Like the grass was looking greener, the cactuses were looking greener, the rocks were just full of like rich brown color, and I really just started to appreciate it. It was almost like I was looking at nature through a new lens. Like I was able to pay attention to like the leaves, the different colors, and it's like everything was like a movie lens, like a cinematic. Like I was really paying attention to how things looked. I was appreciating it. I was loving nature. I had this thing where I like to go outside now because I just really felt just connected to nature and just I appreciate its beauty. Because I never realized, like, yeah, it's here all around us always, but I never had that special connection and appreciation for it how I did on this journey. Going past week 3, I'll say day 25, day 26, not only was it just nature looking good, but everything started to look good. Just everything. So it went beyond for me like a movie lens. Everything started to feel like it was almost like a dream. Like everything just looked so unrealistic because it was just full of so much color. Like everything was just so vibrant. I just felt so connected to it. So I felt like I was just like constantly in a dream state. Like I wasn't paying attention to nothing else around me, but I was just being in the moment and I was just there. That's the only thing that I was focused on. And it felt great. It did. It felt good. Now, coming on to some more of the physical things that you'll start to notice on this journey. So if you go back through some of my previous videos, my last video, my skin was starting to have a little bit of glow to it. My skin was looking real clear because, that's your semen, keeping it in your body, has everything you need for you to look the best way possible. Because when you constantly beat your meat, you're tricking your brain into thinking you're having sex or you're reproducing, making kids. Because that's the whole purpose of you shooting out semen is just for you to reproduce. So when you're constantly beating your meat or when you're constantly just beating your meat, you're tricking your brain into thinking that you're reproducing, because your brain doesn't know the difference between sex and your hand when it comes down to it. Your job for your brain is just for you to shoot out semen. It doesn't know if it's going in your hand or inside of a woman. So that's why when you constantly beat off, you're going to have these bumps on your face. Your skin won't look as good. You won't be glowing. But when you're holding in your semen, your brain is thinking like, okay, I must be ugly, so let me make you look better so you can have these women for you to go reproduce. So that's why, when you start to go, 3 months with retaining your semen, your skin is going to be glowing. Like you're literally going to be glowing. Your eyes are going to be super white. Your teeth will be white. You're going to look good. Your hair is going to be growing in. Your beard is going to be coming better. Just by the little bit of time I was doing semen retention, because I'm not able to grow that much facial hair. But, I was able to get, just a little bit of something in just by off of 27 days that I managed to go through. But, when you keep going, you're going to start to enhance your features that you already have, because your brain's thinking, okay, why aren't you reproducing? Let me help you out by making you look better so you can go out and go reproduce. Your brain fuck with you. Hey, I got you, my nigga. I got you. Also, some more of the physical appearances that will happen is your dick will become bigger, because you're going to have a lot of blood flow going down to it. So instead of your dick looking like this, all limp, you're going to be looking all strong down there, because you have the blood flow down there, pumping that energy, pumping that blood. So then when you go to have sex, they're going to be loving it, because you're the best down there that you're ever going to be. Sex is going to feel way better to you. Because if you're the type of person who is used to watching porn, sex won't feel as good to you, because your brain way of getting off is by you watching other people to have your orgasm. But when you stop watching porn, the best way for you to get off will be having sex, because it's going to just feel so much better, because you're not watching people have sex no more. You're the one having sex. So this is going to just feel great, and you're going to enjoy it. Your performance down will be better. Your stroke game will be better, because you're not in your head so much about, oh, she doesn't look how she looked in a porno, or this isn't my right type of girl that I need to release for my orgasm, because I know you like to search up and look at different things when you go to ejaculate on porn. I know you do. It takes you 2 to 3 different videos to find the right one just for you to ejaculate. I know. So then when you quit that, every girl you find attractive is the right girl for you. Instead of you thinking, oh, they're attractive, but their ass isn't big enough or their boobs isn't big enough. Every girl is going to be the right girl for you. I promise you that. Now, going into some of the bad of semen retention is, the urges, that's the main thing. But you have to watch what pay attention to what you're looking at. So, Instagram, I feel, is your biggest weakness you're going to have. Because at this point, you should be done with porn already. You shouldn't be watching porn. So if you still have Instagram, you have to unfollow these girls that are posting pictures of their ass, maybe sideways, or maybe if their hands covering their boobs like this. Because your mind's going to want to naturally go think about these things. Because Instagram is just soft porn. You know, it's not showing you full nudity, but it's giving you a little taste of, you know, what their body might look like. Another bad thing of semen retention. Yeah, your urges are going to be strong. But, you know, you just got to just, you know, do the things before I was talking about. You know, meditate, exercise, even eating healthy. That would help too. Focusing on your purpose and taking the cold showers. But, you know, there'll be times where when you can't control the urges, like when you're asleep, you know, these succubuses are gonna, or incubuses are gonna come out here and steal your sexual energy while you sleep. They're gonna come to you in this sexual ass dream and steal your sexual energy while you sleep. So then you're gonna wake up with a wet puddle when you wake up. You know, at that point, there's nothing you can do because you're asleep. So, but that's just your body's way of kicking out the excess semen it doesn't need anymore. So you can wake up with little puddles in your lap. You will. Another bad thing that I noticed is when you're dealing with women, or if you already have women that you're dealing with, you can't have sex with them. And that's where I fucked up. Because, you know, I tried the edging method, you know, having sex and then pulling out, you know, on the brink of orgasm, but it just, your mind's going to want to get that feeling again, that 5-6 seconds of pleasure. It's going to want to feel that. Or, you know, if you're dealing with a girl or a girl that you might just be talking to. You know, I had an incident at work, you know, a girl was talking to me, like, real sexually. Like, very sexually. And, you know, my brain just kept thinking about it. You know, I tried to take the deep breaths. I tried to, you know, do a little meditation, but I just couldn't get off my mind because she was bringing up, like, old things that, you know, that may have happened, or, you know, just talk to me a certain type of way. And so at work, I kid you not, I had a wet daydream. Because there'll be times when you're building up all this semen in your body, it's just going to feel like you just want to nut without you even doing that then. Like, you're just going to want to just bust. You can't control it. You're just going to have those strong urges to want to kick that semen out. To just go reproduce somewhere. So at middle of work, I had a wet daydream. And of course, I just had to be wearing khakis too. Fucking khaki pants. That shit sucked. Yeah, that shit sucked. You know, I tried to go to the bathroom real quick and, you know, clean myself off or whatever. But I'm keeping it real with y'all. This is the good and the bad that comes with semen retention. But I feel the good definitely outweighs the bad. Because, you know, you're looking better. You're determined. You're stronger. Rather than, you know, you may just have a few wet dreams or, you know, just feel like you just want to bust constantly. But yeah, I feel like that's all that happened so far with me on this journey. You know, I know I was weak. You know, this is a lifestyle. You know, I shouldn't have failed. I shouldn't have busted. But, you know, next time I'm gonna keep on pushing because I'm already one step ahead of everybody else because I already know the benefits of semen retention. When people don't even be knowing about semen retention all like that. But I'm sharing this information with you to wake your ass up. You know, for you to quit being lazy, for you to quit busting puddles all over your lap. That shit's sad. That shit's sad. But, you know, I'm here to help. So coming to 2020, you know, we're all gonna be better men out here. You know, I'm not here just to talk about women, but I feel like I have to do it a lot because a lot of you guys' actions is based off of women. You know, the way you dress, the way you act is based off of women. So I feel like I'm here to tell you how they act and how you act. Because how you act is beta as fuck. And beating your meat is beta as fuck. You definitely should not be beating your meat. Especially the porn. So that's all in this video. Hey, stay tuned for this journey, man. Shit's gonna get deep.